Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting session of IMG Research Academy. In IMG Research Academy, we talk all things research from...
You don't dress.
We talk all things research from case reports to interventional studies, from pediatrics to geriatrics, anything in between. We're a group of physicians from all over the world that are focused on seeing how we can demystify clinical research and use clinical research for either advancing our career, patient care, improving patient care, or making meaningful contributions to where we live, especially in this advanced world, US, Canada, or wherever you are. We do research with using collaborative efforts by all of us. And we hope we get better every day and every day. We've done tons of research papers. Today we're going to be celebrating a few of us that have really stood apart. I have their profiles. I'm going to read about them. They are just amazing. We started this group together, and there are a lot of us that started this group together. Other people will be getting their awards as we go, but they've gone beyond and above to get people into their career dream, to support people, not just only in clinical research. They've made tremendous amount in clinical research, ideas, calling me, giving the academy, not just me, ideas on how to, grow, and then reaching out beyond just research to hold people. They go to the extent of calling you to say, hey, apply to my program. Hey, do this. We can review your resume. We can take a look at your candidature. We can, do one or two things that people do to see how we as, I will not use the word underserved. I will not use the word. We as applicants can maximize the potentials to get into residency. And because of these people and their efforts that they've done in research, over 40 or 50 applicants individually have benefited from their intervention. And we felt it to be noteworthy to recognize them for their efforts. We'll give them opportunity to talk and share their experience for like 10 minutes each. The very first person I want to talk about is Dr. Mosefe. Dr. Mosefe, extreme right corner, I'll put you on spotlight. This lady you see here is a chief resident for family medicine at University of Alabama, Cahaba program. She has gone beyond to mentor people intellectually, not only intellectual, psychological support, moral support, just name it. This is someone who will reach out to you in the middle of the night, say, Edward, you've not applied. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Without fear or favor. I'll let Omosefe talk a little bit about, what she does. Her program is aware of this award that we gave her, and everybody's happy. I am particularly happy for her. She may not know, but people come back to us and say, Dr. Omosefe did this, Dr. Omosefe did that. And we felt it was worthy to recognize her. I'm one of those people that firmly believe that if you don't recognize people who are doing good in the society, how do we encourage other people to do good? Dr. Mosefe, you're welcome to our group. We sent you an award on behalf of IMG Research Academy. We want to congratulate you. If you can see the award, she has already received it. Let's read it. IMG Research Academy presents Award of Scholarly Excellence for exemplary leadership to Dr. Mosefe Boyton. Congratulations so much. Let's just give you like 5 minutes to accept the award, and then we go from there.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I want to thank IMG Academy for this award. I'm humbled, I'm grateful, and thanks to Dr. Eddie. I know when we started years ago, we had a goal, we had a mission, and I'm amazed at how we've grown in the last few years. I accept this, and thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Yeah, years ago, when we started this forum years ago, I had very minimal research experience. And so as IMGs, things we need to do to improve our applications. They always say do research. So I had very little information about that. But joining this group in the few years I joined, I was able to publish papers. And I would say that was one of the determining factors that got me into my program. I remember during my interview, my program director was amazed at the papers I'd written. I had spoke about them, and he sounded very interested. So I'm really grateful, and I want to encourage everyone in this group applying for the match in future. Take this group seriously, participate. What Eddie said earlier on is very important. It's also a forum to network and meet a lot of people too. Once in a while, reach out to even people who are in this forum who are already in programs, and you can reach out to various social networks. You never can tell. Sometimes most of us might not respond, but trust me, we have everyone in mind. And when the opportunity comes, like for me, for example, I may not be active in the group at all, but I'm somebody that reach out to Eddie or any other person. Do you have any candidates? You need to do this. I remember I reached out to someone on LinkedIn last year just to give him some tips. So as much as possible, that's the goal for this group, to stay active. And once you get into residency, try to help others, because I think that's where we'll see a lot of maximum support and success in the next few years to come. So thank you once again, IMG Forum Academy. I'm grateful.
I'm so glad we crossed paths. Thank you so much, Dr. Mosafe. Moving on to the next person. Let me stop the share. I need to add Dr. Henry. Dr. Henry, if you can say hello, because I can't see you. Okay.
Hey, hello, can you see me? Sorry, I'm driving, guys.
Okay, so I need to add you to the spotlight. Moving on to the next. So Dr. Mosafe, if you still have time, I know you're busy, you're at work, or you're just coming back, just give us 5 minutes or 10 minutes, extra 20 minutes of your time. We're going to wrap up, and then we'll go to other things. Dr. Henry Lukeme is also another amazing person. He's a third-year family medicine resident, former family medicine trained physician in Nigeria, came to the US, started from the scratch, and he's in Georgia.
Hamilton Family Medicine, Georgia, correct.
Family Medicine, Georgia. He's in Hamilton Family Medicine, Georgia. He's not only a light to others, he's not only a light to me, but a light to others. We started this group together with Dr. Mosefe and then Dr. Abimbola, so many other people that we call behind the scene that have not yet received theirs, but we're doing it in batches. And we came together and said, hey, how can we help ourselves? And Dr. Henry has been very inspirational. I remember for me, when I was in the dark side of life, how, he kept calling me every day, Eddie, don't worry, this thing is going to be possible. And that same thing he did for me, he does it for so many people. There's this thing about your time. As physicians, we are so busy, like we're really busy mentally and physically. But if any of us brings out 2 minutes to listen to you, I tell people, please value it, because the person is going outside his routine. Almost 12 hours of our day, we are locked in either in inpatient or outpatient or one rotation. All of us here are physicians, so we know what I'm talking about. We're locked into chart review, we're locked into preparing for presentation, we're locked into one criticism that they gave us at work that really depressed us, and then we're locked in, then we come back home, we have 3 or 4 kids running around, a pretty wife to kiss, so many things that is just then your time for your God, time to study, just name it. Despite this busy schedule, Dr. Henry Lukeme has, given his time and energy to people. I will not mention number of people who have matched because of him, but I will say God will continue to bless you. Dr. Henry Lukeme, I know you're not with your plaque, but he sent in a video and I'm going to play it briefly. Let me just play that video. Accept our gift of our award of excellence on behalf of IMG Research Academy. I think this is the video.
I just need to open this package. From IMG Research Academy / Dr. Edward Kobe from Florida to Henry Buchanan. Let me see what is inside. Okay. And this is what it says. Woo. Thank you very much, IMG Research Academy. Thank you very much, Edward Kobe, for this lovely plaque. I do appreciate you, and we shall continue to grow from grace to more grace and produce more leadership and more quality people from our IMG group. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Henry, so we'll give you like 5 minutes, not be anything beyond 5 minutes to just talk about anything, acceptance speech, whatever you want to. Most importantly, we are focused on not only ourselves, but seeing how we can inspire generations unborn. So 5-10 minutes, we'll listen to you.
Hey, IMG Research Academy, thank you very much, Dr. Henry Lukeme. Unfortunately, I'm driving, but I hope everybody can hear me. I really do appreciate our group for this wonderful plaque. We have over 600 people on our group. Personally, I would have interviewed over 300 people on that group. And I know most people personally who reach out to me on WhatsApp. It takes a lot of time, but continue to reach out to me. And for my program, Hamilton Family Medicine Residency Program in Dalton, Georgia, DALTON. I'm currently the chair of recruitment. That means that I hold a say in determining who is employed in my program for residents. That means I'm going to attend the meeting. So please feel free to apply to my program and let me know when you apply so that we can be sure we get out that interview for you and see how we can help. And of note too is that Shanda Piri is a resident of my program. She got her research experience from IMG Research Group, and right now she's my intern working with me in the program. So don't take for granted what we do here. Little beginnings, but we are achieving great milestones. Thank you, Eddie, and thank you very much, IMG Research Academy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Henry, for that articulated talk. We'll move on to the last person, not the least, a friend and a brother. Dr. Endurance, if you can unmute or mark yourself, remove your camera so that I can add it to Spotlight. Hey, Dr. Endurance, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Your camera, so that if without camera, I cannot add it to Spotlight.
So I'm on the other I'm on two. There's two of me.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I see. Dr. Endurance is Dr. Endurance is someone I have a lot of words to talk. I have a lot of words and respect for. When he came into the country, or before he came into the country, we started talking. Then I was struggling to get into residency as well. And then, we formed some little groups here and there. I remember that first group that we formed where we were struggling to understand what is research. Many of us joined this group without even knowing what is research. Me particularly. We couldn't even write a simple, I don't know what, he knows the story. And then two of us started putting heads together, and then we started learning. We indulged in self-learning. I went to masters in clinical research in Arizona just because I wanted to. I loved it and I really wanted to understand it. He also, started sending me private, messages, questions, query. We'll sit down after work in the evening and say, how do we even make this statement? How do we write this thing? How do we understand methodology? None of us here was taught research in our medical school. I don't know about you, but I know that we were not taught. And then he eventually went to march into residency. It's been like 4 years of long, tight bond with him. He is currently the chief resident in his program. His program is in Illinois. So we've had so many chief residents here, like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know. I've lost count. And he's made not only impact in research, impact in leadership. Specifically, our cardiology wing is manned by him. Many of the cardiology concepts and research papers that we talk about, we analyze, is by him. He's not only made impact in in just IMG Research Academy, but globally, you see his name. If you type his name online, you see the impact he's made globally, contributing to the academic community of the world, shaping the way people think, their perspective to medical management. He has done that. Sometimes we want to trivialize what we've done, but we've really, really done. We may not be John Hopkins, but we really, really made significant impact. I remember a professor reading one of our paper and sending an email. Actually, it was the CDC. Uh, it's somebody from CDC, either the director of something. I could pull up that email, and it was like, I've been following your trend. And initially, I was scared. Wow, CDC is following our trend, our papers, and I'd be like, wow, I'm following your trend. And then I read down, and he said, congratulations, keep doing what you're doing. And I felt very reassured. And he said, if you need any help, reach out to me. Let me see that email. I'll share that email. I will share it to a couple of people here. And it was very reassuring that, wow, people are actually reading these things that we actually send out, that we're making impact. Back to the community, he has single-handedly reviewed people's personal statements, people's resume. He has offered countless amount of hours in terms of advice. Just imagine somebody sitting down here and dishing out over 10,000 hours of do this correctly, do this, that, hand holding. Dr. Endurance, we truly appreciate you. And please accept our award of exemplary leadership and scholarly excellence on behalf of us in IMG Research Academy and on behalf of the medical scientific community in the world. Congratulations. I don't know if you have your plaque there. We'll give you like 5-10 minutes to say one or two things, and then we'll end the session. I know all of you are all busy people, so that we can let you go. And then we'll round up the last session in like 10 minutes, and everybody should go.
Yeah, thank you very much, IMG Research Academy. This I accept. It's an honor, actually. It means a lot to me. So, like Dr. Edward had said, we go way back, and I remember when we just started. It was, it's quite interesting, the little things that we started. Was it 2000? I can't remember the year, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. And one of the things that I actually remember was when we started our first paper. Our first paper was obesity.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Dr. Mosefe and Henry. It was obesity. And we actually spoke. It was like midnight in Nigeria, and I was like, what topic do we talk about? And I was like, oh, let's talk about obesity. And then that was how we started. We didn't know how to write a review. We actually had to review about what a review is. And then we wrote the review, It was like everybody was green. There was no experts in research. Not like they didn't give birth to us with research. We started it together. And fast forward just a few years. And now we are, kind of understanding research. I've been privileged to, since then, I've been privileged to go on to publish about 100 manuscripts. I've been able to join. In September, I'm actually going to present a clinical trial, which I think for right now is one of the highlights of my career. Presenting a clinical trial at the Heart Failure Conference of America, which is actually quite interesting. And I'm just saying, what I'm saying this is that I think that most of us, we may be able to understand, we may not understand where we can go with the little knowledge that we are gathering today. We should not underestimate any little skills that were. One of the reasons why I marched into residency was because I was able to harness, learn from my peers and improve my, research knowledge. And then I'm going to be applying for cardiology in the next couple of weeks. And I'll see one of the reasons why I'm actually applying to cardiology is because of the foundation that I'll be able to get from IMG Research Academy. It's just about just being curious and being consistent, talking with your peers, people that will encourage you, people that would read with you, research with you, and kind of believe in you, basically. For those of us who are here, who have marched, who have not marched, who are interested in research, research looks like jargon when you start, but if you have somebody that you can call go back and forth with and try and just understand what it is. After a while, just keep at it. And I'm pretty sure that with time, you'll be able to understand the concept and grow and become whatever you want to become and affect your world very positively. One of the goals what I hope to do in the future is to kind of go back home and implement research, cutting edge medicine back in Nigeria. And I'm hoping that the knowledge I'm gathering right now will be sufficient enough to bring those dreams to realization, basically. But thank you very much, IMG Research. This is an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Having said this, we're going to end this session. Thank you guys. I know you guys are all busy. 2 chief residents and 1 chief in his in recruitment. Thank you so much. We're going to end this session. Yeah, feel free to log out so you can.
Dr. Eddie, can I say something before I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
So for those of you interested in family medicine residency, they have a conference in September, I believe, the FMX conference. So make plans to attend. I think it's one of the very big.
In Kansas, August in Kansas, I think. Oh
no,
yeah,
that's no. There's one in August. There's another one in September. Yeah, that is
and if you're coming to
actually
Kansas City, I'll be in Kansas City. Just show up. Let's meet up. Sorry.
Yeah, you might also. I mean, I'm coming for the Kansas City too, but the one for September is actually a recruiting conference. I'll also be there. So make plans to. Yeah, no, sorry, the one in August. Sorry, yes, the one in August is the recruiting conference.
Where in August? Where what?
The one in
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Hold on.
August recruitment.
Before you guys go, wait, so that because I like making life easy for so many of us. Let's pull it up.
It's August 3rd, August 1st to 3rd.
August.
FMX conference.
Yeah.
Kansas City, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Kansas City Family Medicine. Before he pulls up something else. Okay, National AFP. All right. In Kansas City. I think it's this one, National Conference AFP. August 1st to August 13th, Kansas City. So if you're applying for family medicine, Dr. Mosefe, probably you're going to pitch in one or 2 words on how attending these conferences help you to get into residency. Very critical. Before you say that, let me say something. When you attend conferences, you don't only attend conferences because you want to put your name in your resume. You attend conferences because you want to connect to people. You're there, you're going to do 3 or 4 things. Dress well, strategically go and put yourself in a table that is busy. Don't go and sit in one corner because we all have this fear and this inadequacies about all of us that makes us when we come to where people are talking and then they're greeting themselves and they are, fellowshipping. We don't know anybody and then we'll go stay in one corner and just be looking. No, that's not the time to do that. It's the time for you to go find a strategic table, sit down, chat up the person next to you. Hey, John, hey, what's your name? Dr. Dace. All right, I'm the so Dr. person, Dr. Dace. Find a common ground, start a conversation, get the person's contact, find out about the person. You have a mission. The people that are giving the talks, the program directors, make sure you, after their talk, don't just wait. When they come down, at the end of the day, walk up to them, hey, I enjoyed your talk on the topic on this. Quickly Google it, use ChatGPT. Google about that topic, and something. I enjoyed that, especially that part that you talked about this, that. And then you see how the conversation goes, and then chip in, hey, I'm applying for residency. Is it okay if I keep in touch with you? I'm looking for mentors like you, whatever. Find a way to strike up a conversation. At the end of every conference, you should be coming out with at least 10 contacts. It's like active detective, busybody kind of person, right? And then there are some, like this one is a recruiting conference. Let me share that again. Feel free to go out to booths. You can get interviews from here. This is like, I don't know how to overemphasize it. This is so critical, so important that you attend. Dr. Mosefe, maybe 1 or 2 things before I let everybody go.
Yes, I would say for one of the most important reason why I would encourage you to attend is networking and also opportunity to showcase yourself. in the sense that, okay, because you may just get interviewed on the spotlight. Oh, tell me about yourself. I've had it conferences where I met somebody and, okay, tell me about yourself. And you can just give like a 1 minute summary about yourself and what you think is your selling point. But it's most importantly networking too. And I've also heard of people who got, like Dr. Eddie said, interviews from attending conference. I got an interview from attending a conference. So networking and also opportunity to showcase yourself too.
Thank you so much. We're going to be ending this session so that we can give them time to do this. Thank you, Dr. Mosefe, Dr. Endurance, and Dr. Lukeme for all you do. Feel free to log out if you want to. We'll move on to the next part of the session. We're going to stop this recording because this recording is just meant for this session. Thank you guys for everything you do, and may God continue to bless you. And don't forget to continue giving. I know it's very tiring to bear people's cross on your shoulder, but somehow the nature and the universe has a way of, blessing you. I particularly, I find solace in giving, and it's been helping me in a very upward trajectory, moving on and on. Thank you guys, and God